Chapter 7, Pleasant View and Concord, New Hampshire. Invitation to Concord, July 4, 1897. My beloved church, I invite you one and all to Pleasant View, Concord, New Hampshire on July 5 at 12:30 p.m. if you would enjoy so long a trip for so small a purpose as simply seeing Mother. My precious busy bees under 12 years of age are requested to visit me at a later date, which I hope soon to name to them. With love, Mother. Mary Baker Eddy. Pleasant View, Concord, New Hampshire, June 30, 1897. New York Journal. Visit to Concord, 1901. Please say through the New York Journal to the Christian Scientists of New York City and of the world at large that I was happy to receive at Concord, New Hampshire, the call of about 3,000 believers of my faith, and that I was rejoiced at the appropriate beauty of time and place which greeted them. I am especially desirous that it should be understood that this was no festal occasion, no formal church ceremonial, but simply my acquiescence in the request of my church members that they might see the leader of Christian Science. The brevity of my remarks was due to a desire on my part that the important sentiments uttered in my annual message to the church last Sunday should not be confused with other issues, but should be emphasized in the minds of all present here in Concord. Address at Pleasant View, June 1903. Beloved brethren, welcome home, to your home in my heart. Welcome to Pleasant View, but not to varying views. I would present a gift to you today, only that this gift is already yours. God hath given it to all mankind. It is his coin, his currency. It has his image and superscription. This gift is a passage of Scripture. It is my sacred motto, and it reads thus, quote, "Trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday." End quote. Beloved, some of you have come long distances to kneel with us in sacred silence, in blessed communion, unity of faith, understanding, prayer, and praise, and to return in joy, bearing your sheaves with you. In parting, I repeat to these dear members of my church, trust in truth, and have no other trusts. Today is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, and the ransomed of the Lord shall return, and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Visit to Concord, 1904. Beloved students, the new Concord Church is so nearly completed that I think you would enjoy seeing it. Therefore, I hereby invite all my church communicants who attend this communion to come to Concord and view this beautiful structure at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, June 13, 1904. Lovingly yours, Mary Baker Eddy. Pleasant View, Concord, New Hampshire, June 11, 1904. The Day in Concord. While on her regular afternoon drive, Mrs. Eddy responded graciously to the silent greetings of the people who were assembled on the lawn of the Unitarian Church and of the high school. Her carriage came to a standstill on North State Street, and she was greeted in behalf of the church by the president, Mr. E. P. Bates, to whom she presented as a love token for the church a handsome rosewood casket beautifully bound with burnished brass. The casket contained a gavel for the use of the president of the Mother Church. The wood of the head of the gavel was taken from the old Yale College Athenaeum, the first chapel of the college. It was built in 1761 and raised in 1893 to make room for Vanderbilt Hall. The wood in the handle was grown on the farm of Mark Baker, father of the Reverend Mary Baker Eddy, at Bow, New Hampshire. In presenting this gavel to President Bates, Mrs. Eddy spoke as follows to the members of her church, the First Church of Christ Scientist, Boston, Massachusetts. My beloved brethren, permit me to present to you a little gift that has no intrinsic value save that which it represents, namely, a material symbol of my spiritual call to this my beloved church of over 30,000 members. And this is that call. In the words of our great Master, "Go ye into all the world, heal the sick, cast out evil, disease, and death. Freely ye have received, freely give." You will please accept my thanks for your kind, expert call on me. In reply, Mr. Bates said, I accept this gift in behalf of the church and for myself and my successors in office. The box containing the gavel was opened the following day in Boston at the annual meeting of the Mother Church of Christ Scientist, and the enclosed note from Mrs. Eddy was read. My beloved brethren, you will please accept from me the accompanying gift as a simple token of love. Card of Thanks. The following letter appeared in the Concord, New Hampshire newspapers after the visit of the Christian Scientists in 1904. Dear Mr. Editor, allow me through your paper to thank the citizens of Concord for the generous hospitality extended yesterday to the members of my church, the Mother Church of Christ Scientist in Boston. After the Christian Science periodicals had given notice that no preparations would be made for a large gathering at this annual meeting of the Mother Church, I scarcely supposed that a note, sent at the last moment, would bring thousands here yesterday. But as many gifts had come from Christian Scientists everywhere to help furnish and beautify our new church building in Concord, it came to me, why not invite those who attend the communion in Boston to take a peep at this church edifice on the day when there are no formal exercises at the denominational headquarters? The number of visitors, about 4,000, exceeded my expectation, and my heart welcomed each and all. It was a glad day for me, sweet to observe with what unanimity my fellow citizens vied with each other to make the Christian Scientist's short stay so pleasant. Special thanks are due and are hereby tendered to His Honor the Mayor for arranging the details and allowing the visitors to assemble on the green surrounding the high school. Also, to Mr. George D. Waldron, Chairman of the Prudential Committee of the Unitarian Church, and to his collaborers on said committee, and to the church itself, for their kindly foresight in granting permission not only to use the beautiful lawn surrounding their church building, but also for throwing open their doors for the comfort and convenience of the Christian Scientists during the day. The wide-spreading elms and soft greensward proved an ideal meeting place. I greatly appreciate the courtesy extended to my friends by the Wonalancet Club in again opening their spacious clubhouse to them on this occasion, and the courtesy of the efficient city marshal and his staff of police extended to me throughout. And last but not least, I thank the distinguished editors in my home city for their reports of the happy occasion. To First Congregational Church. To the Reverend Franklin D. Eyre, D.D., Pastor Emeritus, the Reverend George H. Reed, Pastor of the First Congregational Church, Concord, New Hampshire, Edward A. Moulton, John C. Thorne, William P. Ballard, Henry K. Morrison, Deacons. Beloved brethren, I have the pleasure of thanking you for your kind invitation to attend the 175th anniversary of our time-honored First Congregational Church in Concord, New Hampshire, where my parents first offered me to Christ in infant baptism. For nearly 40 years, and until I had a church of my own, I was a member of the Congregational Church in Tilton, New Hampshire. Today, my soul can only sing and soar. An increasing sense of God's love, omnipresence, and omnipotence enfolds me. Each day I know Him nearer, love Him more, and humbly pray to serve Him better. Thus seeking and finding, though feebly, finally may we not together rejoice in the church triumphant. I would love to be with you at this deeply interesting anniversary, but my little church in Boston, Massachusetts, of 36,000 communicants, together with the organizations connected therewith, requires my constant attention and time, with the exception of a daily drive. Please accept the enclosed check for $500 to aid in repairing your church building. Pleasant View, Concord, New Hampshire, November 14, 1905. Greetings. Allow me to say to the good folk of Concord that the growth and prosperity of our city cheer me. Its dear churches, reliable editors, intelligent medical faculty, up-to-date academies, humane institutions, provisions for the Army, and well-conducted jail and state prison, if, indeed, such must remain with us a little longer, speak for themselves. Our picturesque city, however, greatly needs improved streets. May I ask, in behalf of the public, this favor of our city government, namely, to macadamize a portion of Warren Street and to macadamize North State Street throughout. Sweeter than the balm of Gilead, richer than the diamonds of Golconda, dear as the friendship of those we love, are justice, fraternity, and Christian charity. The song of my soul must remain so long as I remain. Let brotherly love continue. I am sure that the counterfeit letters in circulation, purporting to have my signature, must fail to influence the minds of this dear people to conclusions the very opposite of my real sentiments. To First Church of Christ Scientist, Wilmington, North Carolina. In appreciation of a gift of $50 in gold towards the Concord, New Hampshire Street Fund. My beloved brethren, long ago you of the dear South paved the way to my forever gratitude, and now illustrate the past by your present love. God grant that such great goodness, pointing the path to heaven within you, hallow your Palmetto home with palms of victory and songs of glory.